review all the cabinets and make sure we have everything correct here. I changed this refrigerator to a counter depth refrigerator, 24 inches deep, so that I have the cabinets above and on the left side are also 24 inches deep, which is the same depth as a normal base cabinet. A normal upper cabinet is 12 inches deep. So we have 3 cabinets vertically on the first cabinet here, and then depending on the fridge you get, the size, the height, etc., how it fits, we can have 1 cabinet above here, just 1 simple cabinet set of doors. Have a sort of a plain squared type of molding on the top going all the way around. Then we have a drawer base next to the refrigerator, and then the range. We're using your existing range. A upper cabinet. One thing to think about is, do you want some kind of tile or backsplash behind the stove? Oftentimes people have tile or an extended, it could be stone, an extended backsplash for splattering from the stove. The range hood, we need to figure out which one you're going to buy, because that will depend on how the cabinet or the surround is built. But I think you wanted this wider trim piece here, and I'm not sure, but you may have wanted to slant this back, which could be done. That is probably something left for the cabinet maker, and I can make a note about it. I'm not sure how I could build that in this program. Next to that, we have a corner cabinet on the bottom. So again, this is sort of a cabinet maker issue. There's a lot of different ways to do this. Could have a lazy Susan in there, could have 1 door that folds, it could have 2 doors, but it's a challenging place to access this corner part, so various cabinet makers have different solutions. So on the upper cabinets, we have the 1 regular style cabinet and the 1 corner cabinet that you wanted. Coming around the corner, we have the base cabinet with the window directly above it. So this would be a false drawer here. And we have the open shelves. Next to the kitchen, we have the dishwasher, and then a base cabinet set of drawers. So if we look at this in the elevations, and this will be in the plans. So again, this is not meant to be an exact blueprint for the cabinet maker. What happens is when you get a cabinet maker, depending who it is, they will come up with their own set of plans depending on the exact measurements after the framing and everything is done, and it'll vary slightly, but the idea is to give them the general look of what you want. And of course we have to have the appliances and the specifications for those where you're buying new ones, so we can figure out these exact dimensions. But the range hood is obviously going to be centered over the range, and then this cabinet will be centered over the refrigerator. And then for this wall, I have here the center line dimension on the plans, that this will be a window centered over this cabinet as you wanted, dishwasher, and remaining space for this drawer cabinet here. And then I have some measurements, just eyeballing it, for how the tops of these shelves would be. I would suggest that these are 2 inches thick. It usually seems to be a nice dimension, but again, different cabinet makers have different ways they do those things. Okay, so the island cabinet, you wanted to have it we have a darker paint shown here. I think you had toyed with the idea of maybe it being wood instead of painted, but whatever it is. It's going to be a little bit different than the other cabinets, I believe is what you wanted. We have to have outlets on either side as a code thing. But what we have here is a trash pull-out, a drawer base, and then, whoops, the microwave will be located in this last section with a drawer beneath it. And this is based on the measurements of the microwave that you gave me, but of course it's important to have that. On the back side, I made 3 equal divisions of cabinets, cabinet doors. You can see they're set a little bit lower than the cabinet because they're difficult to get into, and that leaves some room there. You may have, depending on the cabinet maker and how this is done, you may require some kind of angled supports here or something to hold up the cantilever of this countertop. This is 12 inches, which is a good depth for getting a chair under there and feeling comfortable when you sit at the countertop. And the elevation that is in the plans looks like this. Trash base, drawer base, and drawer base with the microwave. And then this is what the back side of the island will look like. Okay, so I think that covers it. I think the kitchen's looking great. Any questions, let me know. Thanks.